before that man became a man of God, before she became a woman of God, she's first a woman, he is first a man, sorry. Now, why did I say so? I have met people that are so much into, I must get married to a pastor, I must get married to a servant of God, I must. And I'm like, do you know what these people do at times? Do you know the sacrifices they pay? Do you know about what they normally entail? And unfortunately, despite we having good pastors, good servants of God, maybe apostles, prophets, ministers of God in music and all that, we also have others that are called ministers of God, but their lives are contrary to what they carry, the identity they carry. That is why I have met of several people who have been married to so-called servants of God, and at first their marriages seem to be really blooming, to be really working well, and it is lovey-dovey everywhere. Only for them after a while they realize, wow, this person is not who they normally take them to be on the pulpit. And because the person is extremely violent, extremely maybe toxic and all that, they have to quit their marriages. Yes, it is a servant of God, as you call him or her. But at the end of the day, you end up finding and asking yourself, why is it that their marriage failed? It's not because the enemy was, so much into it. No, it's about the personality. At times we normally say, devil in everything. And we forget that we also have a take in everything that happens in our lives. For example, when you overlook the characters, when you overlook the attitudes, the kind of a personality that person has before you marry them, and you go ahead and marry, you can see red flags, right? Yes, they are so-called servant of God, but they are red flags. But you are blinded by, I want to be a Mommy Gio. I want to, this person is known everywhere in the world. Maybe they are public figures, and you want also to, because the moment they get married and they post a picture, there's their bride or their husband, then boom, you're also a public figure and you have a lot of followers. And that is what a lot of us are doing. We forget that marriage is beyond that. Marriage is beyond what the society is seeing. It's beyond what we parade on social media. It's what happens behind the scene, in our private houses, behind our closed doors. Who are we as the married couple? And at times, some gets extremely frustrated and they end up signing out of that so-called marriage because they didn't go into marriage with the understanding and with the leading also of the Holy Spirit. They were just carried away by he or she is a servant of God, and I bet they can never be less of what I think of them to be. And at the end of the day, you get frustrated. You are like, what actually happened? You're now the one that will be saying all servants of God are wicked. They are not wicked. You fell for what was not, as if it were. And that is it. So, what am I driving at? Don't be carried away by the title of about. It's not just about servants of God. It could be anyone. They could be even instrumentalists. They could be ushers. They could be choir people. They could be even just normal Christian, a normal church goer. Before you say yes, I do to a person, can you first check the personality of the person? Can you first do your research and know who are you entering in a relationship with? Who are you marrying? Because you are not marrying their title. No. They could be called Dr. So-and-so. They could be called Professor so-and-so, Pastor so-and-so, Reverend so-and-so, or whatever name, title they are carrying. You're not marrying the title. You are marrying their personality. So can you first look outside their title and focus on their personality they carry? Because if the personality is something that you cannot endure, then I won't lie to you, no matter how heavy their title is, the marriage will still crash. And instead of you now saying that God hates you, or you start, a lot of people normally use God hates divorce, and you're stuck in the same thing, especially if you come to our Pentecostal churches that don't believe in divorce. I'm not lying to you. You may end up dying in your marriage. May God help us and give us wisdom in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you so much, family, for being part of Truth on Air podcast. I am your host, Triumphant JT. And until I come here next time, Shalom.